Hello everybody, this is a Comptometer Model J, should be around 1927. The serial number is here. The first two digits should be the year 1927 in this case. This comptometer has 10 columns. There are also other models with 12 and with 8, like this. It's very simple, with no buttons for doing the operations. It's only an adding machine, but with this calculator you can do additions, subtractions, multiplication and divisions. We will see later. There is only the keyboard and the lever. It has been a very successful calculator from the end of 19th century to around the beginning of 60 years. And also now it's the faster adding machine. Modern electronic calculator cannot win against it. Pronti? Via. Fatto.
Ok.
There has been many models of these calculators and also many clones. I will show the basic function with this calculator. Let's start with the additions. There is this keyboard. Every button has two numbers. In the additions you have to use the big numbers. This is the column for the units, tens, hundred, etc. There is a lever and a display. Doing additions is easy. You only have to press the buttons on the keyboard without pressing the zeros. For example, to do these additions, you only have to press 1, 1 and 2. Here the result. That's why this is a very fast addition machine. You don't have to press the zeros and levers, only the buttons. The lever is the reset for calculations. It doesn't matter the sequence of the numbers you type. For example, to do this calculation, you can write the number in every sequence you like. The result will be the same. And also you can press many buttons at the same time. Also, if you want to add, for example, 96 to 8, it's not necessary you go to the upper part of the keyboard. You can do also 5 and 4 for the 9, 3 and 3 for the 6, and 4 and 4 for the 8. You see, it's correct. There are also two interesting mechanisms. After a calculation, you zero the counter. When you type the first number after the reset, you hear a bell. So you know you reset the counter. Ding, reset, ding, reset. Also can happen you don't press correctly a number. When we press only half a button, it isn't added in the calculation. When it happens, all the buttons of the keyboard are blocked, except for the column where you made the error of not pressing a number. After the correction, you restore machine operation with this red button. Subtraction is much more complicated, but you can do it. It is based on the concept of the complementary number. You find it already in the keyboard here, the little numbers. So let's say I want to do this subtraction. What I really have to do is to add a complementary number less 1. So I press this lever to block the number after this, and I add 0, 6, 1. You see, it's correct. What I really did is to add 777 plus 938, and with the lever I prevent the 1 of the thousands to appear in the calculation. Let's try again. So now I add 00252 using the little numbers on the buttons, keeping pressed the lever after the 4. Here the result. Multiplication is easy. For simple multiplication, let's say 23 by 5, you press 5 times 23. The result is here. Long multiplication, let's say 444 by 23, you press 444, 3 times for the units and 2 times for the tens. Here the result. Division is complicated, but it's made with consecutive subtractions, so it's similar to it. Let's say 1728 divided 12. What to do is subtract 12 less 1 from 1728, starting from left. So one time 5 is less than 12. Now you move on the right and there is 52. And you continue subtracting 12 less 1 till it's possible to do it. 4 is less than 12 and you move to the right. There is 48. You continue subtracting 12 less 1. Now there is 0 and the calculation is finished. The result is here, it's 144. The same if you want to do 19,744 divided 16. You subtract 16 less 1 from left to right until you have all 0. Here it's the result. That's all. This calculator uses many smart solutions for doing calculations, but often it requires you to think about what to do, and this can slow the calculation. Their competitors knew this weak point and insisted with this point in their advertisements. Look at this advertisement from 1923. Sandstrand says that with their calculators there is nothing to think, just press a key. That's why in the end this hasn't been the winning technology. If you like doing calculations with all the mechanical calculators, you can see this video. There is a calculator Thales from 1930 doing a square root. It's easy and you can use the same method for most of the old mechanical calculators.